born again language, we see, probably are most familiar with it in John's gospel, in Jesus' conversation with Nicodemus. You must be born again, or born from above. And when you read John's gospel and you realize what Jesus is saying, you must be born of the Spirit and of water, then that takes us to Ezekiel chapter 36. And so it's just the promise of the new covenant, that God is going to take the old heart, the heart of stone, and replace it with a heart of flesh that beats for God. And that with that promise is the promise of not just the new birth, but God's Spirit indwelling in us. And the born of the water, there's a cleansing that comes with that new birth, the forgiveness of sins, and it's a new life. Under the old covenant, not everyone had the Spirit, but now in the new covenant, everyone has the Spirit. This new birth is given to us by Christ, and we are empowered to obey by the Holy Spirit. The Bible reminds us that we are dead in our trespasses and sins. And to be born again means that we cannot save ourselves. So if we're to be awakened for God, He's the one that has to do it. So we cannot save ourselves. And so to be born again is for God to come to a dead person and make him alive. And we're united with Christ in His death and burial and resurrection, and we're raised to walk in newness of life.